Good morning, and thank you all for the opportunity to speak to you today. One of my goals for the Faculty Assembly this year was to get to know the system, to meet and hear directly from system office staff and governors. To that end, we have heard from President Hans on his goals for the system, Jennifer Haygood on the funding model, Bethany Min about mental health, David English briefed the Faculty Assembly on the policy initiative, which did not leak, Norma Houston on a range of issues, Fred Sellers on campus security, Andrew Kelly on Kitty Hawk, and many more. Faculty have learned more about the system office professionals, how they support our work, and how we can support theirs. In February, we held our first in-person meeting this year hosted by UNC School of the Arts. Special thanks to Chancellor Cole for hosting us. We had a wonderful visit and saw the unique gem that School of the Arts is within the system. During our tour, we got to see students practicing theatrical combat with swords, doing ballet, music, film editing, sound editing. Really an amazing place. It's going to stimulate the economy for the arts of this state. Governor Powers graciously took the time to meet with us for over an hour while we were at School of the Arts. We had a great exchange of ideas as faculty learned how you are addressing the changing role of chancellors and preparing for the future leadership needs of our institutions. Governor Powers stayed afterwards to engage faculty during the break, and after he left, they asked me, "He was great. Can you bring more governors?" So that offer stands open to all of you. We have one more meeting in April hosted by UNC Greensboro. Faculty look forward to the work of the policy initiative that President Hans announced in January. Another one of my objectives was for the Assembly to serve as a credible partner to advance system and board goals, and this initiative meets that objective. This work represents a true collaborative partnership between system office, our provost, and faculty. Faculty commend David English for his efforts in making this long overdue review of policies a reality. Work groups will make recommendations regarding the retirement incentive plan, post-tenure review, evaluation of teaching, professional track faculty, awards and recognition, and faculty workload. We need policies that reflect the realities of our institutions today, that fully account for the work we do and rewards faculty excellence. Each work group includes a provost, faculty, and system office professionals. In 1 week, we had over 100 volunteers willing to undertake this important work on a very short timeline. My message to the faculty engaged in this work is that we move forward together or not at all. So what will come before you will be the results of what faculty, provosts, and system offices agree to. We look forward to earning your approval of the recommendations that will be coming before you in the coming months. I and other faculty would like to thank the Board of Governors, Governor Powers, and the Strategic Initiatives Committee for the deliberative and inclusive way you have undertaken the future leadership needs of chancellors. By including faculty and staff panels alongside other experts, you provide a collaborative and transparent model for all constituents to observe, play a role in, and to gain buy-in in the forthcoming recommendations. No one is surprised, and I've had no complaints or concerns about the process used. I hope that's a model going forward. In many ways, I'm like a small-town philosopher roaming the streets of Athens, talking to all sorts of people about all sorts of things. The privilege of this role is that this philosopher gets an occasional invitation to Mount Olympus to observe the Athenians in action. Most faculty never get to know you as I have. They only know Olympians by the shaking of the earth and the thunder in the sky. And in January, the earth did shake, and there was thunder in the sky, in the form of resolutions regarding literacy and compelled speech. You have been heard. There was much surprise, some panic, and a whole host of questions. I've had calls from Board of Governors winning faculty on literacy and have had many meetings with concerned faculty about compelled speech. Regarding compelled speech, I invited all the Senate chairs and faculty to submit their questions, statements, and concerns to me through the Assembly. Some campuses surveyed faculty for feedback, some provided official statements, while others wrote individual letters. I have compiled all of this and submitted it to Andrew Tripp for your consideration. Of this feedback, I will note the following. 1, There is a balance to be struck between curtailing perceived DEI overreach and ensuring candidates have the tools and experiences needed to serve our diverse student populations. 2, taking the time to hear from those who see a need for this policy and from those who feel it will harm legitimate ways we serve students is worthwhile in determining how best to implement this policy. A lot depends on the details, and we need to get this right. Lastly, we have faculty experts in this area that are willing to assist if asked. Finally, my role as Assembly Chair this year has been a wonderful experience. Earlier this month, I visited the legislature in support of system initiatives such as the Faculty Retirement Incentive Program. Last week, I visited UNCW to speak with faculty on leadership and shared governance within the UNC system. Perhaps nothing better exemplifies the strength of shared governance in the UNC system like the faculty policy work we are engaging in now. I thank the board and system office for making this possible. I'm proud of the work of the Faculty Assembly this year, and thank you for your continued support. I cannot say what we will do next year, but I look forward to doing it together. This concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Mack. We appreciate your partnership, and I can honestly say in the 50 years of this board, I doubt we've ever been referred to as Athens or earth shaking. So that's some new ground. I'd like now to call on Governor Blue for the committee